So I'm back from Ghana, and the differences between our two countries and the danger that our country is in could not be more apparent. And this idea that Africans don't like black Americans or don't see us as a part of them, Ghana just sinks that shit like the Titanic. They're so open to us. They call us brother. They literally say welcome home. When I went to Elmina, the fact that I'm black American got me so much compassion. They family, yo. And I went all over Ghana. This wasn't just me being in one city coming to a conclusion. I went from Accra to Cape Coast to Elmina to Tamale up north to the city of Wa to Mole and back. When I tell you that there is no equivalent of the kind of political, combative, vitriolic dialogue that we're having in this country, it's just absent. I didn't realize how much I think about perhaps being involved in an active shooting until I went to a place where that was literally not a possibility. You see, most Americans don't know about the Global Peace Index. It is this database that tracks how violent and prone to crime a country is and how safe you actually are. And out of 163 countries, America ranks 132nd. Where's Ghana rank? 55. Those are just numbers. But you don't really understand the difference between 132nd to 55th until you really do a vibe check. I mean, the only three African countries that rank above Ghana are Mauritius, Madagascar, and Botswana. And the only Western country that ranks below America is Israel. And every country that is an active war zone is pretty close to where we are. Like going there, there's no question that America's more advanced technologically when it comes to like how often your internet works and the sanitation of the water and how often they pick up trash and how well the roads are like paved, right? But Ghana is more advanced socially. There are pockets of different languages, different religions that in the American context you would think would be at war. No, sir. People are getting along. There is harmony. And because of that harmony, there is safety. The social cohesion in Ghana compared to America is off the charts. The value-added interactions, the positivity, like you can smile at anybody. They'll smile back. Like you can ask anybody for help. They'll try to give it if they speak the language. Just the way in which you could feel the friendly vibe, the way in which people are like holding hands, even men, heterosexual, sexuality is not in question. It's literally about the bonds between folks. They're killing this part of the exam. We are failing so miserably. And don't make any mistakes. There are parts of Africa that are experiencing poverty to a level that would shock your Western sensibilities. So then the next question is, so how are they surviving? Nobody starving, ain't no ribs showing. The land of Africa itself provides. I mean, literally, people be in the villages. There's always some goats. You know who's cooking the jollof rice. You know where the chickens is at. There's always eggs. There's always fruit. There's always, I'm talking about fruits that you don't even see here. Like when they selling them by, like you don't even know what they are. When you go down to the south in Cape Coast, the ocean provides. They're selling things that you would never think to eat, and they're selling things that you would love to eat. There's always something to sustain yourself on in land that just sprouts this rich food like the land of Africa. I'm going to say this again. If you love infrastructure, Ghana's a fixer-upper in some places. There are ways that we need to invest in like water sanitation and pipes and like, you know what I'm saying, roads and like picking up trash, right? But those problems are getting solved actively. Ghana is a land that's on its way up. America, it's yeah. But you gotta adjust your lens of how you look at Africa, because what you're looking at is a place that survived an apocalypse. The slave trade was an apocalypse. Colonization was absolutely an apocalypse. Have you noticed there's no apocalypse movie set in Africa? Because apocalypse movies are Westerners' greatest fear. What's gonna happen if the bridges and the phones and the heating and the refrigeration don't work? Africa, shit get cut off, and then they figure it out, and then it get cut back on again. Like, they're calling us out on how we lose our peace when we have poverty. Having been to Ghana, it's clear to me now. Material wealth is not the path to peace or freedom. Freedom is literally in kindness. It's in connectivity. It's like the safety that people provide because they understand that everybody is in this together. When you look at the political situation, they all love their president, John Mahama. I haven't heard one bad thing about him. They say he's facing challenges, but generally, Ghanaians believe in their president. Things are different here. But if you think that freedom is brandishing a gun and arming yourself against your neighbors and living like a billionaire and having all your money going right, it shows that we are so gravely on the wrong path. Ghana makes you want to get to know your neighbor, makes you want to smile at people, makes you want to figure out how to like be food secure without the government. You know, it makes you want to return to the kindergarten values of decency, because in aggregate, they're so much freer than we are. I'm Theo E.J. Wilson. Until next time.